Welcome to Solid Advice. On this channel, we give advice to anybody that needs it. If you need some advice, down there in the comments, put it there. Let's begin. Today, I'll be looking at r/advice. And today, we'll be talking about, do I tell my friend her type of dudes is disgusting? Okay, let's dig into it. We are 17, she turns 18 in December, and we are both juniors in high school now. I notice she likes to date younger dudes, and she is currently dating someone who's in the 8th grade. That's a bit young. Okay, let's continue. He's a middle schooler who graduates high school this year. Is it just me, or is that absolutely disgusting? He's still in middle school, and we're almost adults. I want to tell her that it's gross, that she's dating a middle schooler, and we are almost adults, but I don't know how or if I should bring it up. Please help. Edit. My friend has been sexually harassed by her stepdad in the past, so I think that contributes to the problem. Wow. This is a problem. You need to become her friend. There's two types of friends here. The first type of friend is the one that is a passive friend, like I love my friend and I don't want to hurt them, so I won't tell them how, I'm feeling, the truth, because if I tell them, they might react differently. I really hope you're not that kind of friend. The second type of friend is a friend that is honest and says what they feel because they are worried and concerned and they love you. And I hope that's who you are. Why am I saying this? She's about to turn 18 and this kid is in middle school. That's a big age gap. It's not 1 year or 2 years. That's pretty big. The issue here that lies at the center of it, it's not wrong to date someone younger, don't get me wrong. But when you become an adult, it is wrong. It is wrong. If you're an adult, let's say 25, dating someone who's 20, that's fine. But the second you turn 18, dating someone younger than 18, and you become sexually active, that's rape. She could be a sex offender by simply just dating this little boy. And as her friend, I believe that you should not be scared to tell her, because you can't control what she does. But what you can control is what you say. So your job is not to tell her, you know what, you have to leave him right now. He's bad for you. And if you don't, I'm leaving. Your job is to say, listen, as your friend, I love you. This is wrong because of A, B, C, and D. And I'm only telling you this because I love you. If I didn't love you, I would just keep it in the background and wait. Because what will happen is that she turns 18, she continues this way. Let's forget about her past right now. And something happens, she gets accused of rape and now she's a sex offender. She'll come back to you and she'll be like, you were my best friend. We were close. Why didn't you warn me? I needed you. So my advice to you as her friend, tell her. Tell her that you are making a mistake. You need to stop picking people that are in the similar stage of life that you are in. Because if you don't, where she is right now, again, if we extrapolate this, let's say she's 30 and he's 25. That's fine. But the way the law works right now and the way that it is, you are at two different stages. It could be considered grooming. This is dangerous. As your friend, tell her it's wrong. She needs to stop. Secondly, tell her that because you love her, the repercussions are greater than she could even imagine. Now, at the edit, you said something saying that she was sexually, was it molested or assaulted? Let me make sure I got the right words. Sexually harassed by her stepdad in the past, and trauma does play a big part in it. And if this is the case, that she was molested sexually by a stepfather, then as an adult, she needs to also get her own help as well. Get her own counseling. I know right now a lot's going on. I'm not sponsored by this company, but if you need some discreet counseling, I recommend betterhelp.com. Not sponsored, but I believe that in America, where you are right now, and getting a counselor in this COVID period, you can recommend that to your friend. She could send texts in case she doesn't want to, call them, emails, or she can call them, and she can have a meeting within 2 or 3 days. So I recommend BetterHelp, not sponsored, but at this moment, she needs that. You need to be there for her as a friend. My advice is, when you feel something's wrong, call it out. We all need friends like you, first of all, who care. But in this situation, you have to risk everything, risk your entire friendship. Because if you don't speak up and something goes wrong, you are partly to blame, even if you won't be officially. The guilt will be inside of you. Tell your friend what you feel. I do it all the time. I have friends who do certain things that I believe could harm them in the future. And my job is, I don't hold back. I tell them, I love you, you're being stupid. I love you, but that's not right. If you hate me afterwards, that's your call, but I have the responsibility as your friend to be your friend and to tell you when you're messing up, because that's a friend. Be her friend. And yes, recommend to her betterhelp.com. It will help her go through and, understand her trauma a little bit more and learn how to deal with it. And hopefully by doing that, she can understand why she is attracted to younger people. Oftentimes, when trauma happens sexually in terms of someone who's young, they stay at that mental capacity for a while. That's when people sometimes don't develop properly in terms of growth. So if someone was molested, for example, at 14, 15, and now they're 18, this could be a reason why she's attracted to people who are younger, because that's where her sexual trauma was, and that's where I think part of it is coming from. That's why I now understand what you're talking about. So betterhelp.com, recommend it to your friend, tell her what you're feeling. And it's sad. It shouldn't be this case, Parents are supposed to be there to protect and serve their children. It's not right. But she, as an adult, has a responsibility to also protect herself. And without knowing it, she could be unwillingly grooming this younger person, and she could end up being a sex offender or end up in jail time. It's not right. So be her friend, look out for her, and thank you for watching. Comment down below if you have a question for me. I give advice. If you don't like the advice, tell me. I read all the comments. But yeah, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. See you out there.